I don't know how to start this. So, hello. Hey,
Hello.
it's me, Aaron, and,
And me, Jerry.
oh yeah, it's
You
us.
you already know it. So
Yeah,
we got some news. We got some news.
pretty cool news, pretty cool big news.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool, big, important, super duper important news. You're probably wondering, man, what the fuck happened to Retro Rehab? Where did that show go? Why aren't they releasing any more of those? Well, there's a reason, and the reason is Aaron and we ascended to the heavens, met
Mhm.
God, and he was like, there only needs to be one. And we were like, what does that even mean? And Aaron was like, I think he means there only needs to be one podcast because having two podcasts with us doing the same shit over is kind of redundant. So we were like, hey, you know what, God? Fuck you. We came up with the idea a week ago. We didn't need you to tell us that. So we plummeted back to earth and we were like, all right, let's put these earrings on. We touched nips and then we did the fusion dance. And now Retro Rehab is not dead. And it's also not SuperPod Saga, but SuperPod Saga is not dead, and it's also not Retro Rehab.
Yeah.
But they're the same thing. So Retro Rehab is kind of going to get amalgamated into SuperPod Saga. So we're going to do some exciting things with this. Aaron, I said to you earlier, I don't want people thinking that this is a hijack. It was purely out of just, hey, is this redundant? Do we need both of these? Because we kind of do the same things, just a little differently on each one. But what if we just did the same thing all on one and mixed them all together? Yeah. So here we are. This is the new age of SuperPod Saga. And Aaron, bless your socks for everything that you've done to build this show up to what it is. I just kind of got invited onto a bunch of podcasts and then eventually invited to be the co-host here. And we've just been bouncing ideas off of each other. And yep. I think this is a good idea. I think this is what needs to happen. Regardless if God said he said it first, he didn't. We did. We said it like a week ago.
Yeah, fucking plagiarist.
Get bent. Hit the bricks.
Hit the bricks, G-man.
Yeah. So, Aaron, what can the listeners expect to hear from the new? Is it going to be like how the 3DS came out with like the new 3DS and like how it's better, but like you probably won't even notice a difference, but it is better. And there's like a couple of exclusive things for that console that you can't play on the regular 3DS. But it's the new 3DS XL.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be the new 3DS XL or like I almost said the Wii to the Wii U, but the Wii to the Wii U is totally
the new Wii U.
New Wii U 3DS XL. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, over time, just for the sake of it, just so people can listen to older Retro Rehab if they want to, we'll migrate those episodes from that feed over to this one. Then yeah, any new episodes we'll still do maybe some Retro Rehab branding with some things. We haven't. I don't think did we decide if we're gonna do like Retro Rehab kind of on the side whenever we feel like it? Is that what was gonna happen?
I think that's kind of what the talk was, that Retro Rehab as a brand will still be around. I'll still monitor those socials and stuff, but it's mostly going to be dedicated for kind of, it's going to be basically be a branch off of SuperPod Network, which it already is, but it's more so going to be video content. It's not going to be as much of a podcast, because the podcast was essentially this podcast just exclusively talking about retro stuff with a slightly different format, which we've managed to work our black magic in a really sloppy Word doc. We're like, let's fucking just make this show the same thing but different.
Yeah, man, it feels like a good natural evolution of both show. Well, not even like an evolution, but like a mutation, like something like a So here's SuperPod. Here's the little SAX virus thing that is Retro Rehab. and then they like mutated painfully but slowly into this new SuperPod Saga.
This is perfect.
Yeah, so any retro stuff we talk about on SuperPod, it'll just be SuperPod. But then if we do some cool special shit, like we've got just so many fucking ideas in the bank.
Bunch of different ideas for shows and stuff, which once they get kicking, they ain't no stopping them.
It's gonna be awesome.
There is one episode left of Retro Rehab with the Retro Rehab branding that will go up, featuring a very special guest near and dear to us, Dave Jackson. Yep. That will likely get uploaded to the SuperPod feed and the Retro Rehab feed. I'll keep the feed up if you end up getting directed. And then this announcement will also be on the Retro Rehab feed. So if you stumble upon that feed and you're like, oh, this show's dead. It's not. It just kind of became another show. Yep. And it's over here now. And this is that show. But not that show. But it is that show.
Yes, sirree.
So, thank you for anybody who discovered Retro Rehab before discovering Aaron. And any of the folks that were supporting us in the time that we conceived that thing. I think like Retro Rehab and me becoming the co-host kind of happened almost at the exact same time.
I think so. Yeah.
So if I hadn't become the co-host of this, that would probably still have its own feed and its own thing. But here I am. I got offered a job and God damn it, I'm going to do it.
If only we got paid to do that. Well, I mean,
always be closing.
Kind of. Yeah. Yep. That's true.
Shout out to the Patreons.
Yep. Shit.
To the patrons. Yeah, shout out to them who
beautiful patrons.
Which, by the way, in the future, they're, because I have some ideas for some retro stuff, there will be YouTube stuff, probably posted once a month ish, maybe twice a month. But maybe there's some extra video shit on the Patreon for y'all.
Maybe.
And maybe some of that will be some retro stuff. So who knows? Hopefully keep the, I definitely want to keep incorporating, bringing on folks from the retro gaming community.
Oh yeah.
We've had some pretty banger episodes in the past with Jamie, aka Katrinks, and shout out to Video Game Esoterica for popping on. And of course, the one that still blows my mind that we had on our show was Vim from Vim's Lair.
Yep.
So, yeah, just thank you so much for, supporting that show. But come over here. This is cool. This is, if you like that, it's the same thing, but it's not the same thing. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. This is the same thing. It's the same.
In the words of James Hetfield, it's the same thing. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's that. Again, if you stumble upon Retro Rehab and you're hearing this, head over to the SuperPod Saga podcast? SuperPod Saga? Yeah, it's just SuperPod Saga. Go over there. Yeah. Or if you're already there, here you go. You're already here. You found it. Congratulations. You solved the puzzle.
Yeah. Whatever you're listening to this on right now, just search for SuperPod Saga, or you can go to superpodnetwork.com and you can find everything there. It's on there as well too. But
yes, sirree.
Search for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's to a new age.
Hold on, I gotta take the lid off.
Here's to a new age.
Cheers, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna cheers about it. Yeah. We're gonna cheers about it. All right. Love you. Bye.
Okay, bye.